Get a load of this!
Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik, one of the greatest scientific geniuses in the world, constantly going up against that vile rodent, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oops, one too many.
Now listen, I can respect the hustle. Eggman's been in the game since 1991, making machines that put most war criminals to shame. Now, you see, Sonic characters had an overall flux of changes to their personalities over the years. Sonic went from a sort of cocky teenager to a more mature and adult version in the, quote, dark era of Sonic.
Every world has its end. I know that's kinda sad, but that's why we gotta live life to the fullest in the time we have. At least, that's what I figure.
That's what I'm talking about. This shit means something to me!
And nowadays, he's just Mr. Hooba Dooba Man.
Douching through the snow, driving my Hummer, which I don't even need, because I'm only a single guy.
No copyright law in the universe is going to stop me! Been generations since I seen you. You okay?
Tails went from someone trying to break free from Sonic's shadow. Get it? Shadow? Into his own capable hero. And now he's just
wildly inconsistent.
I could go on and on and on, but that'll be saved for another video. My point is, most Sonic characters have gone through a lot of vast changes over their span on screen. My man Eggman here is no different, though through all of his changes, he's kept one very important thing about him. That's presentation! Now, as the title suggests, Eggman has always been thoroughly entertaining whenever he's on screen. He's violent, he's petty, he's comical, everything you could ever want from a charismatic villain. Always a thorn in Sonic's side, always making another plan that could take down that blasted hedgehog once and for all. With all that being said, I think today will be a great time to talk about the great and maniacal Dr. Eggman, and all his exploits throughout the Sonic series, and why he's indeed one of the most entertaining villains in all of fiction. No, I did not stutter. A big egg-shaped man is very entertaining. Shut up. Alright, first we'll start off with the early days of Sonic the Hedgehog's career, where Eggman was pretty simple but effective. He was your typical, oh, I'm going to ruin the environment sort of villain. I hate nature. Even from the jump, Eggman was nothing short of a monster. He shoved little forest creatures into robots to use them as a power source, siphoning off their life energy as a battery. Like, my brother in Christ, that's Disney levels of evil.
Like fire, hellfire, this fire in my skin. This
Got some jelly beans. You like jelly beans?
Like, I need you to level with me. What compels a man to get up one day, look out his window, watch his neighbor's kid play with his dog and say,
I may have an idea.
like, dog, he's draining the life from something you keep as a pet. Literally draining the soul out of Old Yeller, like, oh my god. Luckily, Sonic had the same thought, so he went to go shut that shit down faster than a restaurant shuts down after fighting a rat in their soup.
Squeak, squeak.
Now, Eggman's machines were simple in design at the time, nothing too crazy in the first game, but we jump over to the next game, and now he went from the wacky woohoo wrecking ball to giant orbital egg-shaped base. Like, what? Where did he get the money and the resources to make something like this? Not only that, how did Sonic never see it while he was building it? Sonic must have just been like, oh wow, the moon's looking awfully different today. Wait a second, why are there two moons? Now listen, the Death Egg, weird name I know, is nothing to scoff at. It's Eggman's main base of operations for a reason. It's a heavily fortified, well,
Death Egg.
not only that, we got a small taste of what's in store with the creation of Mecha Sonic Mark 1. Aw, he's just a cute little guy. Look at him, he's so cute. Now, for a first attempt at creating a Sonic robot, depending on who you're asking, it's quite the start. I mean, Jesus, dude, it has buzzsaws for quills!
Nice.
That's already a death trap for anyone who isn't Sonic! He also built the iconic Death Egg robot, something he would use a lot more in the future. Now, you'll probably see a trend with most of the robots that Eggman here creates. He plasters his handsome mug literally all over his work. Like, He's so much of a narcissist that he cannot help but incorporate his likeness into every little thing he creates. That's like me creating the cure for cancer and making the vial the shape of my head. Genuinely, you have to be some sort of a dumbass to not know who made these machines. But of course, Sonic has to ruin everything because he hates fun, I guess. That's it, Eggy. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Wait,
No,
wait,
it's over,
wait.
Egghead.
Sonic,
I'm
wait!
fucking pissed.
Sonic,
It's fucking
wait! You
over.
don't have to do this! No!
So Eggman is defeated again, but his drive to destroy Sonic only increases. He has to find some way to match his most hated adversary. That's when he had the most ingenious idea.
Why don't I just make my own Sonic?
Sonic is by far one of Eggman's most greatest and invaluable creations. There is just no contest. I'm gonna make a whole video about Metal Sonic, but just know this. Eggman made Metal to be Sonic's exact match. He's just as fast, or sometimes even faster than the Blue Blur. He even gave Metal the ability to copy anyone's life data and use their abilities better than they ever could. Eggman really outdid himself with Metal Sonic. I mean, did you guys see how Metal Sonic fucked up Perfect Cell? That shit was peak!
If you are all of them, then so am I. I'll crush you.
Too bad the first time he fought Sonic, he crashed into a wall and exploded. But it really cannot be said enough how much Metal Sonic became such a big threat in the future. All because of the good doctor.
Get a load of this!
We then hop over to Sonic 3 Knuckles, and my god, I love Eggman's plan in this game. Deadass, his plan revolves around gaslighting Knuckles hardcore and making him fight Sonic and Tails. He's so funny. Eggman really hit Knuckles with the
Please, Knuckles, I need this! My back necks are kinda homeless. Please!
and somehow, this works! My god, Eggman is gaslight, gatekeep, girl bossing it up over here. Yes, queen!
Don't let your kids watch it.
This is yet again showing that even in the early games, he had this personality to him that was oh so entertaining, doing literally whatever he could to get a leg up on Sonic. He even manages to get away with the Master Emerald and almost win if not for Sonic going super to save the day. Now you'd think after 4 games of getting his egg scrambled that he would try a different venture or something. You're half right. He decided to go bigger and further beyond, and that's where we enter. Eggman here is starting to hit his prime. Now he's voiced by the late Dean Bristow, which in my opinion is the best Eggman we've ever had. He has this cadence to his voice that just oozes with a sinister nature to it. He just sounds pure evil.
Is that all you got? It's not over yet, troublesome fools! Get a load of this!
You fool. Away, before I make mincemeat out of you.
But now he's stepping up his game to show Sonic once and for all that he's a man of his word, and he will conquer the world. This is around the time where he starts going big or going home. For now, he, no joke, resurrects the God of Destruction, Chaos. Now, if you look at this little guy and think, oh, he's just so cute, he's the little water guy, I love him. This is what he turns into. Yeah, all of this is Eggman's fault, by the way. Eggman, in his pure ego, decided that he and he alone could control the literal god of destruction. Look at all the lives he involuntarily took by bringing this thing back. The streets are flooded. People are dying. This is actually awful. Like, I need to know the thought process where you go from imprisoning animals and robots to I will control God. But you have to understand, this is absolutely amazing. Having a character like Eggman who's so full of himself that even when chaos turns against him, he fights with Sonic to stop him. But not because he wants to save the city, but because it was his city to conquer.
You don't seem to understand. Earth isn't yours to conquer.
God, I love Eggman so much, and we're not even to the later games yet. Now, with Sonic Adventure 2 rolling around the corner, Sega really wanted to up the stakes with the plot. So, what do? My fucking God! Eggman is probably at his best during the events of Sonic Adventure 2. Not only did he concoct a plan that involves blowing up the moon, but also breaking into a government facility twice, blowing up an entire island full of people, nearly putting a bullet in Amy's head, and seemingly shooting Sonic into space and blowing him up! I have said this so many times, but this was the era where Eggman was out for blood. He did not care who he hurt, he wanted to know what your blood tasted like. He'd probably blow up an orphanage full of babies just to get a kick out of it. But he also has other scenes that are just great for his character, like when he blew up the aforementioned moon as a threat to the government. Somehow, the president didn't shit his britches and decided to ignore Eggman's threat, causing Eggman to throw a tantrum like a little poo-poo baby. And there's another scene where Shadow just saved Rouge from Prison Island exploding, which Eggman caused, by the way! Shadow's having this deep reminiscing moment about his past, wondering about Maria and all that. And then Eggman just sort of inserts himself into the conversation by comically clearing his throat.
I came back for the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, but then again, that's not the whole story, is it?
Everything is ready to go!
But it's little moments like this where his personality shines through and he's just a joy to see on screen. Now in the next game he's in, he's sort of toned down a little bit because he's not really the main threat anymore. That's Metal Sonic. See, I would say he got another attempt at gaslight, gatekeep, girl bossing Shadow, but you find out later that was just Metal Sonic disguised as Eggman, so I don't really count it. So instead, we're gonna jump over to Shadow the Hedgehog. The game, not the guy.
Disgusting black.
Now Eggman's voice actor is replaced with the now iconic Mike Pollock, who does a good job overall with his voice work for Eggman.
What are you doing here, Shadow? Enough of this nonsense! The Chaos Emeralds belong to me! All of them! So stand clear or I will crush you! Just as I will those black creatures!
Even if now I have to imagine Eggman being political on Twitter, in this game he's again not too prevalent, but what I enjoy specifically is the fact that when the aliens are invading and an all-out war is breaking out between them and Gun, Eggman doesn't team up with the aliens or Gun, no, he tries to invade on the same day!
What? What the fuck?
Like, my dude, you are not the main character. As much as you try to be, it's just not gonna happen. Now, he does drop some important bits of lore near the end of the game for Shadow's story. I need to emphasize how ludicrous this is. So he reveals that after the events of Sonic Adventure 2, where Shadow plummeted down to Earth and almost died, Eggman saved him, but shocker, not out of the kindness of his heart, no. He wanted to clone Shadow and make an army of Shadow androids.
If they set that android free, it will be the end of all of us! No!
Like, brother, you just have a plan for everything, huh?
Yes!
You know what they say, the more the merry.
That's not even mentioning the next game, Sonic 06. Oh, brother, sorry, that always gets me whenever I say the name like that. Now, for some reason, they made him weirdly hyper-realistic, and damn, I never thought my sleep paralysis demon would have a face, but that's probably what it looks like. Now, in this game, he's after something known as
the Flames of Disaster!
Man, I love the Knuckles show. It's so dumb and silly, but I love it. I love Wade Whipple. He's my favorite character. And Eggman does some crazy shit in this game, like, oh, I don't know, invent time travel?
Huh?
This is the Solaris prototype. With this machine, I will be able to control the flow of time itself. Control
Like, he sent Sonic and his pals to Silver's ruined future with just a push of a button. Like, did he just wake up and be like,
Seems like a time travel sort of day.
and oh lord, he stole the Scepter of Darkness, which had good old Memphis, Tennessee inside of it.
My name is Memphis, Tennessee.
Which we all know what happened with that. Oh, tummy ache. Surely the next game won't be as bad. Yeah, Eggman can now add, planet busting to his resume. Yet again, Eggman has awakened an ancient god to harness its power for world domination! Just a normal Tuesday for him, along with a nice, well-made sandwich. I almost forgot the other smaller games where he also shines a lot in, much like Sonic Rush, where he teams up with an alternate version of himself. Eggman, I can't say that, and ends up creating a machine that can transcend dimensions! Or Sonic Battle, where he reawakened an ancient alien robot for no particular reason, really. He just had him go beat up Sonic and his friends. Like, genuinely, I don't remember much about Sonic Battle, but I'm pretty sure he was just having, like, a cozy day, wanted to chill on his couch and just have a robot beat the rings out of Sonic. Now, going back to the mainline games, we actually don't see Eggman too much in all the storybook games. His only appearance was in the Secret Rings, where he played the King Shahasha. How the fuck do I... But yeah, not much of good old Eggy on this front. And this is where we enter the era where I think Sonic as a series just sort of fell off. Like, we have Sonic Colors, which, hot take, I don't really like Sonic Colors all that much. I'll talk about it in another video, but like...
No copyright law in the universe is going to stop me!
Damn. Yet again, the only saving grace was Eggman because he channeled his southern roots and decided to get into slavery. That's right, folks. Eggman was enslaving little aliens to harness their energy for his theme park. He probably came up with at least 5 different racial slurs for each type of the aliens. Yeehaw! I always knew Eggman was part of the Confederacy. All of this, like I said, for a theme park. A theme park! You can really tell Eggman was just bored and was just like,
I will become the next Disney!
Man, even in bad games, Eggman is always the highlight. The next game is Sonic Generations, which, while a fun game, didn't write its characters all too well. Unless you're Eggman. I feel like genuinely it was a commandment made by God that Eggman will never be written poorly. Which, if that's the case, I can see it, because now we get 2 Eggmen!
There's 2 of them?
We get classic Eggman and modern Eggman teaming up. And I love the fact that classic Eggman finds modern Eggman crazy and weird, implying that somehow the classic Eggman that shoved animals into robots was more sane. Then we have Sonic Lost World. I have nothing to say about this game. I'll play the only good Eggman scene from it.
I'll get fat from eating your black hearts, you Eggman wannabes! I will burn your worlds, you rebellious scum! I will destroy everything you love and make you watch!
Boss, your hands!
As long as I can still strangle a Zeti, my hands are fine.
While I try to get that out of my system, I'll take a minute to talk about Boom Eggman.
Come on kids, this is Eggman Boom. Jerking off is the thing to do. Show your dicks or I'll fucking kill you. Please stay tuned for more Eggman Boom.
Now, Sonic Boom, on all accounts, is a terrible game. But the TV show? That shit is peak. Now, I think Knuckles is the funniest in that show, which I can get into another video, but like, Eggman had some fucking zingers, man. He was really funny.
I thought I was number 2.
Oh, please. I need a computer to figure out where you fall in the pecking order. Fortunately, I have one here. 347.
That doesn't look very safe.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm having you do it. I can't watch this anymore. You got no game, kid. Let me help you.
You? But you're our sworn enemy.
Nonetheless, in situations this dire, the bro code trumps the enemy thing.
Like I said, he's always entertaining. Now going back to the games, we got Sonic Forces, which weirdly enough, despite being a game about Eggman winning and taking over the world, it's kind of just like boring. Like, even Eggman, my lord and savior, was just played super straight in this game. Nothing really of note, he's just okay. Why should I say Eggman is just okay? He should be magnificent! Now we get into the most recent of Sonic's adventures. Get it? Sonic Adventures? Sonic Frontiers, where I think they took a very interesting direction with Eggman. All because he created himself something to cherish. His AI daughter, Sage. As much as I like Eggman being this unforgivable monster that's just cartoonishly evil, I think having him be human and have realistic feelings of love for another that he didn't even know he had in the first place is such a powerful thing for him. And some might say, well, he's evil, he can't love anybody. Look at the way he holds her hand in the ending credits. Look at the way he holds her hand. That is a father! Luckily for him, he gets to keep his beloved daughter after the story ends, and she is permanently part of the Eggman family, along with Metal Sonic, who is apparently her brother. Even in the newest Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, it feels like Eggman's just there for the vibes and like racing with his family like a out-of-touch dad or something. He still keeps his competitive nature and bitterness towards Sonic and his friends, but you can kind of tell he's mellowed out a little bit. Overall, though, I'm sure you can tell why I love Eggman so much is not just a villain, but a great character. Even in his lows, he has moments where he shines and makes me excited to see him come back with his newest evil plan. He's just so dastardly and evil, but now he has a hint of humanity to him, which I think is a good change. Who knows? We could even see a new side to Eggman where he stops being a villain for a bit, but I doubt that's gonna happen. Now I think it's about time to wrap up. Oh, you didn't think I'd forget about him, did you? Movie Eggman was one of the main reasons I wanted to make this video in the first place. Jim Carrey's performance is so iconic, and he's so funny in those movies. And yes, I do love that Eggman flosses in the movie. I know it's cringe, but I think that's kind of the point.
If you don't know how to floss, you'll be lost without me.
He even ends up getting his own character arc in the movies, where he ends up saving the Earth and giving up his life along with Shadow. But yes, even movie Eggman is fantastic, and I can never forget about him. Now, with all that being said, I believe I said my piece. I think overall Eggman is one of the most entertaining villains in fiction. He's charismatic, evil, and will always put on such a show to show why he is the best. I'm glad everyone has stuck around for this long, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I want to give an extra special thank you to the man who provided Eggman's voice in this video, Mr. Enum? I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, I'm so sorry, but hey, he's a really good voice actor, you should go check him out. He does a couple of Roblox videos and whatnot, and he's just an overall pretty chill guy. In the meantime, I'll see you around, fellas. I gotta go make myself some scrambled eggs.